What is up, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists out there? Welcome to On the Bench Repeat, the series that you put on in the background. I'll come back to that in a moment. As you hobby or paint along with me. Make sure you've got all your stuff ready. Make sure you've got tea, coffee, whatever. Get your glues and your brushes and your models, everything you need. Because be roughly an hour of painting for me today, or might be a little bit of building, as in bolt action miniatures, but yeah, I'm just going to talk about life, the universe, everything in between, maybe even some hobby stuff as well. So hang on to your hats, guys, because we're off. Let's get to the bench. Right, well, there's a sight. You see my coffee cup, just messy bench. That's something I talked about in another video, 5 bad habits. Yeah, so I want to start this video by kind of addressing a comment I had on my last On the Bench that was uploaded at the time of recording this. That doesn't make sense, but basically by the time you've seen this, maybe another week or two will have gone by, but that's okay. But someone made a comment on the last video of, well, lovely video of the back of your hands. And I admit, you see the back of my hands, like, it's difficult. So one, I've changed the angle on this to maybe get a better angle. I don't know. I kind of like the side angles more, but you know, we'll go with it. Secondly, the video is not meant for the visual, and I explain that like on pretty much every video I say. That's why I film them actually in the lowest resolution my camera will go. Yeah, I film them in long plays, so that's the lowest resolution that my camera will do. It still can do up to high def, but yeah, basically what I'm saying is these aren't designed to be showing you everything all the time. And I was a little bit, I'll be honest, I was a bit peed off about that comment. It's always from someone that doesn't make videos themselves, or their channel has 0 videos. You got no idea what it's like trying to make videos like this. This is my therapy, you know. So basically I commented back, lovely comment, thank you. You know, and that's a lovely comment. Yeah. Still moving on. But it is, you put these on in the background. But anyway, move on, Pete. Don't let it eat you up. Right, so these figures here, I've got the plastic figures from the Dragon Quest game, and if you recall, I was a figure short on the metal ones from the special, like the limited edition one. I located him. There he is. He's obviously not gonna, that's someone else's paint job. That ain't mine. So I'm gonna strip him. So I won't be able to do anything with him today, but that's fine. That's fine. I'll strip him, I'll put the gel on, and I can make a start on some of these other models here. And I've got some other miniatures on the bench, which just, you know, I need to do something to finish them off a bit, really. And I'm super excited for that. I don't have a lot of space here. I'll come to the building of the infantry, Soviet infantry, a bit later. It's not high on my priority list right now. But this is Zombicide model Hayden. He's carrying 2 Molotov cocktails. And Hayden is that is actually the reason I got him as his first skill. 2 cocktails are better than 1. Basically, each time the survivor discards a Molotov, you roll a dice. with no rerolls, but on a 4 or more, the Molotov equipment card can be put back into the survivor's backpack for free. So that is awesome. That is the reason I ordered him. So I want to paint him up nice. So he needs some primer. He's been washed. He needs some primer. This dude needs washing. It's all go here. It's all go. Yeah. I think I will strip him kind of last, because I want the water kind of a bit untainted. But that is essentially what I'm going to be using. That there, the Mantis gel. I think it's very strong stuff. Strips paint off easily. Less mess than Dettol, I can tell you that. Got my coffee cup there. I've also got my dwarf figure that I bought. I want to paint old school style. So yeah, that's all going to be good as well. Looking forward to this. I've got a half done Soviet guy there, sort of in a kneeling position. Come back to him later as well. Well, I've got a lot of painting to start doing, basically. So, where do I start? Well, start with the Dragon Quest board game that I did the unboxing for. I am very pleased that I was able to get that missing miniature, and able to get him easy in less than 2 minutes. I was able to locate him. So that's cool. So I've got all the miniatures that represent the plastic ones now, so that's awesome. Well, let's put my drink over there. It's Friday evening, so I'm looking forward to this session. I'm super stoked for this, because this is, been looking forward to this all week. I really have. First protocol, I'm going to put some primer onto the Zombicide miniature. Go with the grey primer. That gives me then the option of going old school painting or the more modern route of speed painting, contrast painting, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same deal. Okay, now what I need is my brush here. Going for a size 4 brush. It's pretty. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to use this brush because it's a size 0, but it's it's seen better days. That's fine. It's seen better days. The end sort of splays out when you use it for a bit, and it ends up being more what I would consider more useful for a ticking brush. Let's just zoom in a bit more here, shall we? Bit more. There, Mr. Commenter, can you see my miniature now? Or is my hand in the way? I gotta say, Pete, move on. I can't. It bugged the shit out of me. It did. Really did. I don't mind constructive criticism, but not sarcastic criticism. Bugs the hell out of me. It really does. I'm like, well, you do a better job then. Show me how you do it. It isn't easy doing videos like this, as anyone that has tried to do it will testify to, I'm sure. One, it's not easy to talk and paint. Not for everybody, anyway. Some people find it easier than others, I grant you. 2, it's not always easy to remain on camera. And a lot of us don't. I just, if you don't like it, move on. move on. Spare us all your, ridiculousness. Anyway, enough said. So, yeah, so going back to the Dragon Quest game, so I now have a complete set for the Dragon Quest board game, and I'm stoked with that. I really honestly thought I was going to just be getting a box of kind of spares almost that I can just utilize components for my solo stuff for role playing. Because that's exactly what I'm going to do with my Mansions of Madness components. Because honestly, I can't stick the game and the game mechanics. The premise is super cool. The mechanics of the game suck ass. And I generally don't have a good relationship with any Fantasy Flight game. I think the rules are far too convoluted, and I just don't enjoy them. I'm sure people out there love it, but I'm not one of them. And that's just the way it is. I just want to get this guy primed up. When the air bubbles in either. I'm hoping to break out my airbrush soon, but I've got to do a maintenance on it first. And I need the airbrush for my bolt action tank. So I want to be painting that. I'm also going to be needing my airbrush for my Thunderbird 2 project, which, I will eventually get around to. Oh, I picked up some lovely toy cars the other day from a charity shop. They were wonderful. I've put them on my nostalgia shelf. They're more like vintage cars and trucks, but no, I never had them as a child. That sort of thing, vintage stuff like that. But yeah, I just wanted them because it did remind me, and it does remind me of toy cars in general, of which I had a load. Matchbox primarily. Matchbox cars. They were fantastic. I had quite the collection. Right, so this is Hayden. So he's turning up quite nicely there. Bubbles all disappearing nicely. Yeah, it's looking pretty sweet there. Yeah, looking good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so it's been an odd week, work-wise. A lot of illness around at the moment. But the countdown has begun for our person on maternity leave to be coming back. 10th of June, I think it is. I'm just going to pop this dude to one side. He needs to dry. So that was fairly straightforward. Pretty straightforward. Now, I'm actually thinking of my dwarf here. Pop him there. I think I'll start doing some flesh on him. So, been watching Inspector Morse yesterday. I watch a lot of Inspector Morse, and I love the show. I just love Inspector Morse. I think it's a fantastic show. I picked up, well, my wife saw it actually. It was in the same charity shop that I got the toy cars from. My wife she noticed a DVD, Series 1 of Endeavour. And I thought, I must have that. Because, that's basically Morse when he was a DC detective constable. So, it's like going back into the past. So, that's pretty awesome. Just looking, I'm sure I've got like a dwarven flesh type thing going on somewhere. Bronze flesh tone, got that. That might suffice. Zombie skin, I don't think it's that. Don't think it's that. Dark flesh. Dark flesh. Don't know if it's as dark as my bronzed flesh tone. I usually use bronze flesh tone for like barbarians and things like that. Instances like that. Dead flesh, no. It's not that. Dwarf skin, here we go. There. Right. Knew I had one. I knew I did. Dwarven skin. Do you know, I wished I could have been painting here today. Earlier today, the sun was streaming through the window. It was beautiful. Perfect conditions for painting, I have to say. You know, alas, have to work, etc. The crime of it. You know, one day I'm going to get myself a little paint shaker and one of those electronic paint shaker things. Shake up my paints for me. Right, Dawn flesh tone. So, what do I want to break that up with? Well, a couple of drops of Lamium medium going in there. Going into my palette. 2, 3 drops actually. 3 drops of Lamium medium. A wet brush and just mixing it up. Mixing it up in the palette. And just mixing it up here, you know. Now I need to swap out my brush for a small one. 3-0 brush. Yeah, that'll do nicely, I think. Now, dwarven flesh. No. He looks cool. I'm going to be doing his beard brown. Nice browny, reddy undertones. I realise I'm going over the mark here a bit. Yeah, it would have been beautiful painting earlier today with the sun. It was just streaming through. Oh, it was glorious. It really was. You should have seen it. No, has he... Gonna wonder, is he wearing gloves or not? I think he might be. Yeah, you know, I think he might be wearing gloves. But that is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I think the next thing I would do would probably be his beard and his hair. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'll do. His armour and chainmail and all that is going to take up most of this figure. He's got an axe as well, an axe to grind. Now I'm wondering about these figures here. So I think one of these is meant to have been a cleric originally, but I don't know that there's any pictures of them. But I can check. I can check on that. I'll just, whilst he's there drying, I can check on that. Let's have a sip of coffee. But I can also carry on with perhaps one of my other figures whilst I'm here. Yes, now I gotta wonder what I'm doing. I think go for some grey robes here. Grey robes. Grey is good. We'll put a Skaven Blight Dinge for the base of the robes. And then I'm going to, painting these guys old school as well here. Basically these Sigmarite dudes, but that's fine. These are going to be gladiatorial giants for my gladiatorial arena. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. It's an element from my role-playing campaign that will happen. It's like one of the ones that I want to happen, so that bit's not random, but I don't know when, where, and how exactly. So Skaven Blight Dinge. Right, so just mixing that up, trying to get the right consistency here. That's fine. Looking good. And what else do we have here? I've done a thing. I may have mentioned it on another video, but I may not have. But yeah, I've done a thing. Never guess what I've done. I've only gone and applied for a vacant role of town councillor with the Seaton Town Council. The reason is I want to make a difference here in the place I love. I think I can. If I don't get through, I don't get through. But I'll have tried, and that's I might well try again sometime. Sounds cliche, like the Emperor says in Star Wars. If I'm elected, I promise to put an end to corruption. That is something I would like to make sure I'm not saying there's corruption going on, but I would certainly make a stand against any such activity should I be elected, or should I be accepted. Because it's quite an undertaking, you do it alongside of your own day job. It's not paid. It's more of a passion, really, But the job I do have has certainly given me enough practice for sitting in on boring meetings. Because not always the most exciting, let's just say that. There was a bit of excitement down where I used to live in Plymouth today. The old unexploded World War II bomb that was found and had to be relocated and detonated at sea, and oh my goodness, houses had to be evacuated and all sorts. It was all going on in Plymouth today, and everybody was like worried about it, of course, and some people worried about, they shouldn't take it near because they took it through the end of the dockyard. They said, they shouldn't take it through there because of all the nuclear fuel. I'm like, it doesn't actually work like that. Nuclear it's not combustible. You're not going to have a nuclear explosion, don't worry. Yeah. It's a strange thing, nuclear power, splitting atoms to basically create steam to power turbines, etc. I mean, that's basically how it works. I'm not a chemist, but or a physicist rather. I don't know why I say chemist. I was thinking of like nuclear waste then. Well, I'm going to make all his robes grey on this one. So I'll lighten these up later. That's good. We'll probably be going for breakfast tomorrow, like we have done the last few weeks, my wife and I. My wife is down to Plymouth on Sunday. Obviously, by the time you see this, it'll have long gone. And I've got an awful hospital appointment. I've got two, actually. I hate them. I've got to go to hospital to like meet the MS team and the MS nurses and have a session with them, which I find pointless, to be truthful. It's not for me. I just prefer to be left alone. But the one that really is bugging me is I've got to go for an MRI as well. I've got one on the 28th and one on the 4th of March. The MRI is for like head and spine, so I'm going to have all the dye injected into me or whatever. And I don't enjoy MRIs at all. I swear they've made me claustrophobic, you know. Not a fun thing to do when you're claustrophobic. Have an MRI scan, it really isn't. Still. Yeah, gotta be done, I suppose. Once that's done, though, by the time you see this, it'll probably be long over. But once that's done, I'll be a happier man. Sort of get back to normal. You know what I mean? Right, so scathe and blight dinge, down and dirty, all done. Good base coat for the robes. Excellent. Right, now I'm going to have some more coffee. And I'm going to go and see if there's any pictures of the miniatures from Dragon Quest. Actually, I'm going to finish my coffee first because I don't know whether that's a cleric or a mage, no? Guess it could be a cleric. You know, from the old days, so they'd start off in robes and end up in plate mail. But of course, the clerics of old couldn't use sharp-edged weapons like swords and knives. Things had to be blunt-edged because of their belief, as it were. And by and large, I still like that way of thinking. Even in today's role-playing, I would like to play a order of clerics that still hold that belief true. Because if he's say he was a cleric in like plate mail armor or carrying a sword, etc., etc. Well, he's basically a paladin then, isn't he? Oh, bloody! And that is a totally different kettle of fish. Right, I'm just looking to see if there are any pictures inside the box, because I think that might be cool. These Ral Partha miniatures. Don't think there is, but you never know. So I'm just taking out the dice. I don't think these are the original dice that came with the set. They were just what the person put in there. So the rule book. I see these are pictures from all over the shop. They're not like pictures of the. Although. Though I'm looking in the rule book. I'm looking in the rule book, which it's got here. It's got about wizards and clerics. See, I don't think. See, fighters. He's a fighter. Yeah, I don't see this. Don't think this would be a cleric because he's got an axe. Not back in these days, anyway. But there's a wizard portrayed here, although that's not really a staff he's holding. And he doesn't have a beard. So, heck, I don't know. Rogues. Halflings, dwarves. Oh, I really don't know. I suppose the dude with the robes and the staff could be either a mage or a cleric. There's several pictures in here. Nothing specific. I can't see anything specific, so I'm still looking. So do bear with me a minute. We're at 34 minutes, but that's alright. It's not a speed painting contest. And I am waiting for certain paints to dry there, so that's fine, that's fine. So I'm just looking in the adventure book here. See, these pictures are kind of generic, taken from a lot of other sources, so really, I don't think so. I could do the guy in robes, white robes. That way he could play, yeah, there's no pictures. That way he could play a wizard or a cleric. That'd be kind of nifty. It would. And the picture of the miniatures on the back of the box is unpainted. So that's helpful. Well, I know you can paint them however you want, but it would just be nice, wouldn't it, to kind of do it. I like painting to a kind of recipe, like Hayden, for instance. I will paint him according to the card there, because easier to spot on the table. Yeah. Right. So, with that being said, I will paint the skin. Yes, the skin. Dark flesh. Doesn't have a lot of skin on him. But I'll paint his skin dark flesh. One drop of Labia Medium for this, I think. I'll move Mr. Dwarf out of the way momentarily. I wonder what they can complain about now. Lack of hands, because hands not even in the shot. Well, there he is. Move him out of the way. And we'll concentrate on him. Just for his skin. Not a lot of it. Really not a lot of it. But that's okay. Just going to mix it up a little on the palette. Okay. Yeah, so apply for town councillor. What do you know? Wouldn't that be a thing? Why not? Why not? You know, I could offer a unique perspective. You know, someone that was born here, loves the place, spent the first 10 years of their life here. Spent a lot of their time in a city though, you see, so very aware of inner city problems. And, you know, all the problems associated with expansion. Yes, it's true, I know. You know, places like to expand, they want the money, the income. But I think it costs more, not just in monetary terms, on your services, you know, more people to protect and serve for the police, the emergency services to attend, you know, postal services, clean-up operations for the council, you know, rubbish collection, you know, there's a whole load of stuff. But it costs, you lose the quality of service you have. And that's important. Once you lose it, you never get it back. You just don't. It only gets worse. Yeah. So really I should paint the equivalent. So it's not quite the same. Very similar. Very similar. It's even got a... Yeah, see, they've done the hood different on the metal miniature to the plastic one. Yeah. So this is the Dragon Quest experience, this. Yeah, or the Ral Partha experience, I should call it that. The Ral Partha experience, eh? This is what we're going for. Yeah. Oh, I watched Dune Part 1, like the new version. I can't say it blew me away, to be honest. I've failed to see the genius of it that some people seem to go on about. Haven't read the book, you see. That's probably my mistake, but that was also, I feel, a mistake on the part of the filmmakers. probably assuming that whoever's watching this has read the book. Well, yeah, I read a lot of books, but I haven't read that one. And a lot of it, I think, was about nothing. 2.5 hours for part one. I think you could have done it in an hour, that movie. Easy. There's a lot of nonsensical, irrelevant scenes in it of people walking slowly through the desert with a lot of background, like sort of wailing, going, oh, all that kind of stuff. It just didn't need all that. It's a bit nonsensical, to be truthful. I'm not saying it's not relevant, but to someone that doesn't know any context, it was irrelevant. Right, so that's the skin on him done. Cool. Skin on him. Oh, no. We have toes as well. Yeah. So another thing that could make you think, ooh, it's cleric. This is cleric material here. He's carrying what? The staff? Rod, scepter, who knows? Now it is done. What are we up to here? 43 minutes! What? Right. It's just not on, is it? Right, well. Dwarven skin again. Go back to the dwarven skin for this plastic dwarf. Once again, I think he is wearing gloves. Yes, he is. Yeah, he's wearing gloves, all right. Let's see what the metal version looks like. Yeah. Quite different. What about the rogue thief? Whatever he is. Don't know. I think more of a Buckman's glow for that one. Buckman's glow. Oh gosh, come on, dude. You can do better than that. It's all stuck. I need some paper clips. That's what I need. Paper clips to sort it out. Fine, I'll go. I use ordinary Buckman's glow. I must have an open one somewhere. Or shall I just go straight for the Midland Flesh? Yeah, I'll do that. Sod it, we'll go straight for Midland Flesh. Fine, that's what we'll do. All these different flesh tones. And I probably won't even be playing them all on the table at the same time. Am I painting these figures for the board game or am I painting them for role playing? Do you know what? I don't know. Not sure I care really, I just want to paint them. Put paint to plastic or I put paint to metal. And there we go. But yeah, Councillor Gooding, I think it's got quite a good ring to it, you know. I could, sure I could get some good stuff done for the town. This dude is carrying 2 blades. That much is obvious. Yeah, liking it. Coming out well. And the other thing, of course, is Pathfinder. I was so pleased to be able to get that. It's a box set, beginner box set. And although yes, it's like first edition. I don't care about all that. I just want to be a cool introduction to Pathfinder. I mean, for all I know, second edition is way different. But I don't know. Doesn't matter to me because start going on the ground level. It's still gonna be fun, I think, and have a good time, and have another system I can use when I roleplay. Always good. Yeah, it's always good to get the skin done. Right. Yeah. Don't think the other ones have got any exposed skin on them, apart from the, well, it's called the fighter, elven fighter, but yeah, I'll put him in some Midland flesh tone. I won't be able to do the metal figure yet because I haven't stripped him down. This is going on. How's this? Am I off camera? Oh yeah, no, I'm off camera. Oh dear. It's just about hobbying together, really. These videos, they're not about the perfect shot, which is just as well, I know. But that isn't the primary goal of the series. As I say at the start, it's a series you put on in the background. It's just to break it up, really, to the less like you're feeling on your own, you know. Right, that's that. What time do we have now? 51 minutes. So, with that being said, now might be the time to strip this one. Now, gotta be super careful. Actually, I'm going to use a lid to pour it into because I don't want to put it in a pallet because anything I put in on top of it, it'll wreck. It'll take the paint off. So I'm going to use this. So I've got to shake this up good. Pop this on there like so. It's quite a strong smell. But it's weird. It's not like spirits or anything. So it's got a dark blue cloak, some chalky browns, and no. Anyway, old brush, dab of this gel on, then I'll be able to flick this off with a old toothbrush. Tomorrow. And then I'll be able to paint this dude. Prime him up and paint him. Yeah, leave this on 24 hours and boom, job is done. Whereas with Dettol, a lot of the time, it takes off sometimes. In fact, I had one instance where it didn't take off any, which was quite bizarre. It must have been like nail varnish instead of paint, you know. Okay. So once that's been stripped, I will then be able to paint him. There, I think we're good. Let's put that over there. Okay, glasses off. 54 minutes. I haven't been able to get them all done, I was going to say. That being said, I suppose I could put some lead belcher on the dudes here. Don't know. Really don't know. The plastic models not very good at all. Really, just for the board game. But the metal ones, you know, a lot of them are all right, I think. Very foreboding fighter type there. I'm just looking at him. He's got a little bit of exposed skin in his helm there. So we'll just pop that in there. Now, you can't really see it that well on the plastic one, but it is there, just I suppose. Yeah, and as I say, Pathfinder was a cracking find. That was great looking box set. Looking good, sir. Right, now I'm taking my glasses off. Now I'm going to zoom out. There we go. Wow, that hour does fly by. It really does. And I've yet to make a chill with Pete this week. I'm going to though. Wow, yeah. I've really enjoyed this session. I got a lot done. I got Hayden done from Zombicide. When I say done, I mean primed. I've started on my little dwarf, the one I just like the look of there, old school one. And I've started on the Ral Partha miniatures, and I put some grey on one of my like Age of Sigmar models that I'm going to be using for role playing. All is good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy. So yeah, a few different shades of flesh on there going on there. So I've had, yeah, it's been interesting because I've bought these games and I've had these miniatures here for about a week, not been able to do anything with them, but now I've started painting them, and that's just awesome. Gonna have a good time. I get some more work done tonight on them and some of these other miniatures. Yeah, like I say, I get those done. Um, then clean my bench, I suppose. Clean off the bench. That's something I should do. Just realised I haven't put the dice back for Dragon Crest, but I got hundreds of dice, hundreds of them. So, but I guess it is nice to keep a full set together. But so I'll pop them back, and when these miniatures are painted, I'll put them in it as well. Well, I'll put the plastic ones in. I think I'll keep the metal ones at back. Just because why would I play the board game with metal miniatures if I've got the plastic ones there? And it's just for a board game. And I want the metal ones for actual role playing. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Right then, my friends, I think that's me done. And do, if you can, give the video a like, give it a thumbs up, hit that bell button, all the good stuff that YouTube loves. Do that, and that'd be super cool. Thank you so much. Do remember, all brushes lead to war. That is kind of my slogan. So see you on another video, and bye for now, folks. Bye bye.